congratulate Florida Atlantic. I know they don't feel great right now, but boy, I thought they competed really hard. And congratulate our players, particularly our seniors, guys who have been through here and had so many ups and downs. And if you look at the tail end, I think it was predominantly a couple seniors out there making plays on both sides of the football. And it sends a message to our whole program that you got to keep trucking, you got to keep believing. Sometimes when you think you've seen it all, you haven't. And today was a great example of that, of just a resolve and a belief and making plays, and we certainly did when we needed them, and everything down to Stu's field goal at the end, which we practiced a lot. And so huge win for us, huge win.
Have you ever been part of something like that, Coach, that type of a...
Not to that degree. There's been some other things that have, you know, harkens back to like 1985 at Tulsa playing Long Beach State, who doesn't even play football anymore. But this was even, I think, you know, more of a turnaround. I mean, if you got their first, and I don't know where were they on the 9 or something like that, and then to come up with a strip and then move the ball way down the field, certainly was exciting.
Craig, talk about the strip. Was that just, you know, looked like the quarterback ran it, and did they just go after the ball, or did you have any kind of defense called there, or what can you take us through that?
It was an all-out pressure, and certainly our guys recognized at that time of the game, the only way the game's going to, we have a shot is to cause a turnover. I was about ready to go down and burn a timeout because I thought, well, at least make them snap the ball a couple more times. And, you know, from their standpoint, they've got a senior who's a veteran player, a big, strong guy, and they're not going to risk an exchange. And like I said, I think it was Nazacha that stripped it, and Stan came up with football, which was a huge play, and then even more so the next big play.
On the pass to Dom that got you down deep, I mean, what was the call there? It looked like Colby stood in there pretty good and took a hit. So
it was a drop back pass, and you know, we cleared things out, and Brent had one dialed up, and you know, really sometimes in the midst of all the chaos, you know, our football team's maturing to the fact that as opposed to just running around celebrating, they huddled up right away, got on the field, got the play called, and you'd think that would be normal procedures, but earlier in the year, something like that happened, we had to run a timeout. Well, at that time, we had we had one. We had to utilize that. And so, really pleased with our performance and our poise there.
Craig, is that setting up a field goal, or did you want to score a touchdown?
No, we wanted to score a touchdown, but the ball was going to come. However, we've been practicing. You know, it sounds like a crazy thing to do. We've been practicing a field goal on the one on each hash. You know, it's kind of like a sandwich shot, but we were trying to score and came up short. And we also we burned the one timeout, so we wanted to make sure if once we kicked the field goal that they wouldn't have much time left. They had virtually one play left, and so we burned the timeout, and then we got a hurry field goal team out there ready to go.
Coach, how much is it kind of a testament to this defense where, you know, when FAU takes over, you know, a lot of people think the game's over. Just to be able to stay in it, stay focused, to be able to make a play like that.
Those are easy things to say. You know, keep trucking, keep believing. But until you're out there on the grass and you're the guys that's really doing it, it's much easier said than done. And I think that's going to send a message. We've got senior players on defense. They have not played in the system before, but they've played a lot of football, and so they're doing a great job of keep believing. And, you know, coming off of last week's game to come back and, you know, this team, whatever you can say, they scored 50 points against Tulsa. So it was a really good effort. But Coach Partridge, that program was coming, and their guys were fighting. I thought it was an excellent college football game.
Craig, even though, I mean, what counts is the win, but got the big play to Dom at the end. Your first drive was impressive, but I know the offense really did have some struggles, protection, just 3 and outs. I mean, obviously you were happy with the win, but are you a little concerned with what happened today?
In the midst of all the elation, and we've got a 24-hour rule. We're going to enjoy it for 24 hours, and we'll watch the tape. We have musical chairs in the offensive line this week, and that's a challenge in itself. And that's gonna at times give us some problems, you know, with protection and getting the running game going. You know, I thought we'd be able to run the ball a little bit better than we did, but the one thing I've learned now, take the win and move forward with it, and that's what we're doing.
Coach, you know, you always talk about not giving up the big play and making them take the long road. I guess were you pleased with the defensive performance where they gave up some yards but seemed to get those stops around their own 30 or 40 to kind of halt drives?
Yes and no. I mean, there's some things that I thought if Florida Atlantic got the running game going a little bit more than what we would like. I think we're going to need to, they isolated some guys, and we were not completely in the right gaps the whole time. But what was so positive is those turned into field goals. And as you saw in a game like this, you take a normal touchdown and you turn it into a field goal. I think the one touchdown they did get was off that long punt return, correct?
Yeah.
And so we're going to stay with that, make them go the long, hard way, and sooner or later we'll come up with a big play.
Talk about your confidence in Stuart and his ability, not only to get that one, but the 50-yarder that he made.
He has made tremendous progress from the spring. We've spent a great deal of time working around the 40-yard line, saying, hey, that's like a field goal. We've got to be consistent on that. He can stretch for the 50, and he felt good about 53 in the pregame warm-up. And I think he could have maybe kicked a 58-yarder. I mean, he really hit it well.
Coach, talk about.
It seemed like there were some struggles midway through the game there.
Well, there certainly were, and what I thought was great is even after the last drive, Coach Regan called him over the phone. It's kind of like, okay, we need to do such and such, and that's preparation. And you say whatever you want, he keeps coming back. He may not do this great, he may not do that great, but I mean, he keeps coming back and making the big play. And so he's like Teflon. I mean, he just keeps bouncing back. Maybe a little like swat. I better shut up before I get in the doghouse. That's the end of this press conference. I'm enjoying